It's 6 o'clock in the morning, March 7th, 2016. You can see the moon out there. We're 75 feet up in the great horned owl's nest, and there's no food in the pantry, but Dad has arrived with some. Mom hears him and goes to rendezvous. Precisely 1 minute later, she comes back with a nice, I believe it's a swamp rat in her left talons. There's a different view of her arrival. You can see she's holding it in her left talons. Now she's walking it down into the nest, being very careful, being very careful where she steps, because those are big talons compared to her two little owlets. She's making the vocalization that she uses whenever there's food involved. I think she's saying, "Did you have another swamp rat out there?" Now she's beginning to feed the owlets. The bigger one seems to be getting the lion's share of the food, but she makes sure that both of them get what they need. The big one, as you can see, is pretty adept at swallowing just about anything that Mom can tear off for it. Okay, we're getting down to the end of the food. Both of the owlets have had quite a bit to eat, but there'll be more coming pretty darn soon. But we're just about to the end here. Mom tries to hand a good bit of the end of the rat, including the tail, to the large owl, the biggest owlet. And finally the owlet manages to grab it and, amazingly enough, makes it completely disappear. The owls have a pretty complicated digestive system. They have a two-part stomach. The first part, called the proventriculus, is where some enzymes are added to the food, and then it passes to the second part, the ventriculus, where a crushing action helps to absorb the soft tissues. The rest of what they swallow has to come up later in the form of a pellet. But that's for a later video. 75 feet up in the great horned owl's nest on Skidaway Island in the Landings.